So, welcome back to the channel. This is Adventures with Dr. Joe. My bush hog has taken a severe beating in our mountain house because we grow rocks. And although I've spent hours picking them up, moving them, cleaning them out, it seems every time I bush hog, more rocks come to the surface, and it has just destroyed my bush hog blades. We're going to take them off and add material to them, grind them, sharpen them, and reinstall them on this bush hog. This bush hog is made by Everything Attachments from Newton, North Carolina. Very good company. I have a number of their attachments that I have purchased. This one has an access point here with a little rubber cover, and the bolt or the nut to take this off is a 42 millimeter, and we need not only a giant wrench, but because these are torqued on and probably rusted, we're going to need some more leverage, probably a pipe. So for this farm equipment, you need some big tools. 42 millimeters. 42 millimeters, huge. Huge wrench. Huge extension. Be sure it's ready to take it off, and we'll go down through the access hole, hook onto the nut. Then I'm going to use this pipe for some leverage to take it off. Okay, check out these blades. These things are just huge, heavy, amazing, terrifying actually at the same time. But I have beat the poor blade to death by cutting rocks. And not intentionally, because I always remove all the rocks I can possibly find, but they seem to just kind of emerge. And what's happened is that the actual width of the blade has been reduced because all of this has been worn off, chipped off, cut off. So I met my friend Johnny Benson, who is a master of all these things, and he said the best thing to do is to actually put a lot of weld on here, restore the width of the blade back to something more original than recreate the original profile. And that's going to give us much greater longevity, greater effectiveness to these blades. And I think that's the way we're going to do it. So we're going to get ready to do some welding here to basically add to the profile to bring it back to the way it was. Here we go, TIG welding. Looking through the auto darkening shield of welding helmet. Not bad. Using a special rod that's going to be basically as hard as the original blade. Here's that first layer of weld on there. It looks really great. Now we're going to clean it up. Okay. So we're going to grind this with a coarse grit sandpaper on the flat platen of this belt. This really nice stationary belt sander, and see if we can get a nice flat edge on the back. Let me video that. Oh, that looks nice.
It's hot.
I'm sure. That's great. Look at that.
And of course, when we do the
nice
other side, it'll
sharpen it up.
be nice.
Okay, so over here we're going to use a grinder to smooth out the other side of the blade. So now we're using a flap sander. The flap sander helps give us even a smoother edge. So we made it perfectly sharp. Now we're going to dull it a little bit because it's too fragile. When it's sharp to a point, you want to reduce it get rid of that sharp point, and it'll be much more durable. That's what we're doing here. Okay, check this out. Here's the untouched blade, terrible, beat up. I can't even turn it, so heavy. I mean, it's just flat across the front, just totally beat up. Now, look at this new blade. Beautiful. A little bit detuned, you know, for the reason we talked about, but look how perfect that looks. Look under the underside, man, that is built up. That's gonna be a winner. Okay, we've got the bush hog brought up on the hydraulics. We've got some safety blocking here, just holding it. We're gonna get the bush hog blades just started. Then we're gonna lower this. This is a very dangerous part, be very careful. Please have security. You can't guarantee that the hydraulics won't fail. Please be careful. So here's the giant nut, giant bolt, giant lock washer, all cleaned up. We're going to put it on the, oops, this is a stump jumper. So here we're going to start it, get it through the hole, get a washer on it, start the nut, and now we're going to get, that worked out really well. Now we're going to lower this down and tighten them up. Those are our safety. Now we'll get out of the way as this baby comes down. Okay, that's a good position. This is the 42 millimeter metric. Here's the wrench, Big Daddy, and then we use a pipe. So I can see that nut there. Oh, so lucky. Can reverse it. I'm going to start tightening that thing up. Those are hardened bolts and nuts, so there's no way that I'm going to fracture those. So I'm going to tighten this as tight as I can. Then we're going to put the pipe on it. Hold that, Zach. Yep. Give it a little more tight.
More leverage.
All right, that baby's tight. Now we'll get the other one. Okay, I got this one as tight as I could by hand. I will add a little leverage to it. Oh, that's good. So those are both in good shape. Okay, when you put these blades on, they can be put on correctly like these or upside down. So be very careful when you're installing them, and they need to have a little bit of looseness here so they can swing freely. So thank you for watching again, Adventures with Dr. Joe. If this video was useful, helpful, please click thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Thank you.